All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. Shipping out some orders this morning. Let me set up my screen real quick. I think we got, let me see, orders, awaiting shipment. Orders, awaiting shipment. We have 16 eBay orders going out the door and then one Depop. I thought my 25% off sale ended yesterday, but I actually looked at it and for some reason I had it going through the 29th and I was like, why? So I just canceled it this morning because I realized I was still making 25% off sales. I was like, I don't want it to go this long, so I am going to have quite a few lower dollar sales this morning shipping out, but that's because of that 25% off sale. But now it's ended, should be back to normal sales. Cleared out a bunch of older inventory, which is always good to get rid of older inventory. And now we are going to ship those out. So one Depop and then all the rest are eBay. No Poshmark yesterday, no Mercari yesterday. Big reason why I'm not selling a ton on other platforms is because I haven't cross-listed in like a week since the last cross-listing live. So I'm planning to do another one of those. I'm actually probably going to do a listing live tonight where I list like, I think it's going to be like 100 plus items. I'm going to list on live so you guys can see me like research items, see how I list them, all that stuff. So I'm probably going to do that tonight. And then tomorrow night, I'm probably going to do a cross-listing live. So back-to-back lives so you can see how that works. So I really need to understand the business. What do you need to understand about the business? What's up, everybody? Jen's in the house. Peter's in the house. C. McGill's in the house. Morning found 6 pair of mothers for $5.99 each. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Gladys? Welcome in. Appreciate everybody over on Instagram too. Welcome in. Shipping out some orders. Feel free to ask questions while we're shipping out orders. Should be a pretty quick, easy live, kind of like yesterday's live. Shouldn't be too long. And then we got to do some Christmas shopping. That's what we're going to do today is we got to buy some gifts for the kiddos. So, yeah. What do I want to do? What you do I want to do? What you do I want to do? You want to resell? Well, watch a ton of my videos. My videos show like what brands I'm picking up. And these lives are good for seeing how shipping works. So you can see exactly how to ship the items, all that good stuff. What's up, Amy? What's up, Grumpy Trucker? Welcome in. Let's ship out the one Depop order real quick. Easy peasy order. This is a women's Eileen Fisher cardigan. These don't really sell too often on Depop, and I'm glad it did. Paid $10.43 for this, and it sold for full price, $35 over on Depop land. So nice little sale. Remember, Depop only has that transaction fee. It's usually like right around $1. So basically, if I sell it for 35, I pretty much make 35. Just goes in one of these little gyro packs, and then we ship it out. Nice and easy. Hopefully, you guys had some good sales. Feel free to drop in the chat if you sold something cool. Like McGill found some mother jeans at the thrift store. If you found anything cool or you sold anything cool, drop it in the comments and I'll shout you out. Being able to Christmas shop on a Tuesday is ultimate reseller flex. Yes. Yes. Don't have to work a normal job so we can do things like go shop and get this shopping done. We already have most of our Christmas shopping done for the kids. I still got to buy Kayla her gift. She wants one of those little rings that track your like heartbeat and how much you walk and all that stuff. And that's what she wants. So I'm going to have her look at those today and try to figure out which one she wants. Kind of mad at myself. I really missed the boat on getting my clothing listed. What do you mean? You can still list clothing. It's still that time of the year. Stuff is still selling. Sorry, this is random while you're shipping, but do you know the brand of light you use for photography? It is linked. If you go to my link tree in my bio, go to the products we use on a daily basis. All the light boxes we use are all linked there. So the brand is in there. I forget the name of it, but it's linked there. So just go to products we use on a daily basis. That's my Amazon storefront, and it has everything listed there, including poly bags and stuff like that we use. Depop's dead for me. I boosted all my items today. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day when we were playing Xbox. Me, Dylan, Bearded, and Ethan were talking about boosting your items on Depop. I've never done it before, but Dylan boosted his items while we were playing, and like literally 5 minutes later, he said he was getting offers or he got a sale or something like that. So might be worth it to boost your stuff. 6 Switch games for $4.50 each. Let's go. Switch games are good. Switch games and GameCube games can be really good too. Thanks for your help. Supported you on Whatnot the other day. Can't wait for my Patagucci. Let's go. Yes, all Patagucci's are shipped. They shipped out yesterday, so they should be on the way to you. Everything shipped out. Shout out to my mailman. He came early yesterday. If you guys saw me doing my packing live, he came early, and I told him like, hey, we still got tons to ship. And he's like, well, I got to get off early today. So I gave him a call. It was like right around 3:30. He had to be off at 5:04. And he's like, no worries. I actually extended my day because everything's all set up, so I don't actually have to leave early. So he actually swung back by and then filled the back of his truck with more of our stuff. So shout out to my mailman. He's awesome. I made sure I tipped him last week for what he's doing, and then I'm of course going to tip him for Christmas too. Give him a nice little tip. Sales on local markets were okay. I do mostly hard goods, vintage suitcase. Let's go. Hard goods are great. We don't do hard goods, but hard goods can be amazing. How to use KitchenAid toaster, sell for $349, $7 cost of goods. Well, there you go. Hard goods can be amazing. Holy cow. 7 into 349. That is super duper hard to do with clothing. With hard goods, that's more often you can do 7 into 349. You just got to know your stuff. You got to know how to test those things. A toaster is super easy to test, right? You just throw some toast in it and press the button and see if it cooks the toast. That's all you need to do. Saw the Jams World dress for $42. Got it for free. Let's go. Kat, my sister, found Jams World at the bins the other day. She found Jams World, and she found a whole bin of Lily Pulitzer, and it was all like store donations where they cut the tags, but the item is still brand new. She found literally a whole bin, and she called me like right after. She's like, I have to brag about what I found. I was like, oh God, here we go. But yeah, crazy find. Poly Mailers had a good Cyber Monday sale. Nice. I got some bubble wrap from the American Bubble Boy. I'm gonna reach out to them and see if I can get a discount code for you guys because I always buy their bubble wrap. I learned their bubble wrap from Pure Hustle Podcast. I'll reach out and see if they can throw me like a discount code or something because I like their service. I like how fast they ship, and their bubble wrap is good. It's like one of the best bubble wrap. It's durable. We bought some from Walmart not Walmart, but from Staples the other day, and the bubbles pop as soon as you touch them. It's horrible. I found the sold comp Polo Ralph Lauren pants. They're 60-pound corduroy Paratrooper. Yes, those are good. The Paratrooper, like wide leg with the big pockets on the side, those are money. Came from my purchase from you. My first order from you. Let's go, Tony. Let's go. We got a show this weekend too, so make sure you bookmark it. Again, show this weekend on Saturday, and then Sunday's an all giveaway show. So make sure you go bookmark both of those shows. I don't think we're going to do a Jambo show this week. I think we might do one next week, but not this week because we're tired from last week. We are exhausted still. I love hard goods, but they're definitely nowhere near as abundant as clothing. 100%. Hard goods are good for like if you're doing like garage sales and stuff like that. How do y'all find so much good inventory? I can only find 3 to 5 pieces. We don't go to Goodwill. So if we go to Goodwill, we normally find about what you find, 4, maybe 5. On a good day, we might find 10 pieces. Also, we have 2 people shopping, so remember that. If it was just me, I'd probably only find 4 to 5 pieces. But on a day that I don't find a lot in the men's section, Kayla usually finds a ton in the women's section, and it helps the haul. So remember, there's 2 people shopping at the same time. We're able to hit like an hour. We're able to hit basically most of the store. If I were shopping myself, it would take me 2 to 3 hours to go through the men's and the women's section. But we also shop at for-profit thrift stores. So that's places that sell items strictly for a profit, and they're putting out items constantly. So look for for-profit thrift stores in your area. Usually those are the better ones that have better deals. They're constantly doing discounts, whereas Goodwill in our area only has 1 tag off, things like that. So look for for-profit thrift stores. But if you're just going to Goodwill, expect like 4 to 5 items usually, unless you're going to the bins and you get stuck with a bin like my sister got. How does an all giveaway show work? Literally, it's all giveaways. We're probably going to give anywhere between 10 to 15 items away, literally for free. For free. You don't buy anything. We pay for the shipping and everything. It's literally a giveaway show. So go bookmark it. It's going to be fun. We're going to put some good giveaways in there too. It's just free stuff. No. You don't have to buy anything to enter either. Everybody who's there will be able to enter in the purchase. There's just all giveaways. It's just us saying thank you to you guys for coming out and supporting. The giveaways aren't sponsored by whatnot. Like literally, it's just coming out of our money. Saying thank you to everybody who comes out and supports. So make sure you bookmark that show. It's already listed. It's listed as the all giveaway show. So bookmark Saturday show and then bookmark Sunday show. Saturday show is going to be a sale show, but it's going to be like really, really good stuff. We're going to fill that show with good stuff because we're only doing 1 show this week. All right, let's ship out some eBay orders now that ranting is over. Feel free to drop questions in the chat too at any time. This is going to be a little bit of a slower live, so the more questions I get, the longer the live will be. So some people like to hang out and hear me in the background while they're working. So first sale we're going to go over again. My store was on a 25% off sale, so a lot of these sales are going to be lower, but I was just trying to clear out inventory. This is a men's Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve shirt. Good pattern on this one. Paid $4.28, sold for $15.51 against sale price. Are you planning on doing Whatnot regularly? Yes, we're doing Whatnots definitely on the weekends. Saturday, Sunday. Starting in the new year, we might actually do whatnots during the week again, but those will be smaller shows. So we'll do like 50 item shows on like a Tuesday night or something like that, or 50 item shows on a Thursday. So we're gonna talk about that over the next couple weeks, me and Kayla, and figure out exactly what we're gonna do in the new year. But we're actually talking to somebody about getting brand new at tag items in consistently, like pallets of them, of really good stuff. So if that happens, we're actually going to start liquidating some of our eBay inventory, and we're just going to liquidate it on Whatnot. So those of you who resell, you'll be able to come to those shows and buy and make some money off of us, which we're cool with, because we got to make some room. Again, we live in a smaller house. We don't live in a mansion. I have a one-car garage, so if we're doing pallets, the pallets have to be able to fit in the garage with all of my other inventory. So that means I have to clear out some stuff. I have to clear out at least 2 to 3 shelves of items. I really want to, if we start going heavy on Whatnot, I want to only have a 500 item eBay store, which means I have one singular shelf full of eBay items. So that means I'm going to clear out probably 3 full shelves of eBay inventory. And I'll just literally pull the stuff down and rack it. What I really want to do is be able to have everything racked instead of in bins. If I'm going to do Whatnot, primarily, I'm going to have everything in the garage racked size accordingly, and that way I can fire up a show and say, hey, what size are you guys? And then somebody says I'm a size large, and I can literally pull larges. I can pull like 10 larges in a row, and you can see like all the different brands. I'd love to be able to do thrift hauls and literally just rack the item up and run it at a set price. Like let's say I start auctions at $20, and that's under market price for the item I'm running, and we just thrifted it that day. If I can sell it that day, cool. If it doesn't sell, then I rack it up, mom lists it, and then we put it back on the rack. And then as we're doing Whatnot shows, we just sell off the racks. I think that's the way I'm probably going to do it. How do I bookmark? Top right hand corner. Let me show the screen really quick to show you how to do this. You can do it on your phone, or you can do it on the computer. Let me see if I can I show it on the computer? Home. Let me go back home. Let's go to Renzi. Renzi always has shows loaded up, so he's easy to show. All right, cool. Shows. Boom. I'm gonna share my screen really quick. It works the same process. For 1 month. The process works the same for your phone too. So you see how Renzi's shows are all lined up. By the way, go follow Renzi. He does really, really good shows over on Whatnot. You're going to click this little button in the top right hand corner. That's going to bookmark the show. As you bookmark it, it's going to change it from white to black. And then you know that that show is bookmarked. And then as soon as it's bookmarked, you get a notification as soon as that person goes live. So if you do it for our shows, you'll get a notification as soon as we go live. Shoe rack is almost empty. Yeah, we've been selling them. We still got tons to sell though. That Polo Ralph Lauren is a great example for people struggling to find stuff. A lot of stuff people pass up on. Yep, that Polo Ralph Lauren we put on a 25% off sale. It sold almost instantly. It sold within like 3 days after we put it on 25. So you don't have to. What's up, McCauldron over there. People pass on those Polo Ralph Lauren shirts at $4. I usually sell them for around $22.99, but again, it's on a 25% off sale, and I think Autoposture sent a 10% on offer on that item. But usually I sell them for $22.99. That's something that people pass up on. It's easy money. What's up, Pamela? Have you ever heard of Seen Beyond Military brand or Live Before Brand? Never heard of it, but I know some military items can be worth big money, and I usually look up ones that are unique that I've never seen before. So that's probably one I would look up, but I've never heard of it before. Has your Poshmark and eBay slowed down? Not for me, because I've had my store on a 25% off sale. So for the last 2 days, I've had yesterday I shipped out 51 items on eBay. Today we're shipping out 16. Are you still doing the District app? Yeah, we do our live thrifts on District. I think District is great for live thrifting, so I'm just going to keep it over there. I don't think I'm going to go too deep into live selling on District. I don't think it's there yet. But I will use it for live thrifting. Where the heck did you get all the Patagonia? I got it from a consigner. That isn't my stuff. That's a consigner, and I'm not going to say where he gets it. I know exactly where he gets it, but I'm not going to say where he gets it from. Let's just say there's a lot of work put into that Patagonia. We are thinking of selling Whatnot, but we are seeing a lot of complaints about shipping. Are you having any problems? No, I've never had shipping problems. Whatnot shipping is super easy. You literally just print out the label and you slap it on the item, Just make sure you weigh and measure your items appropriately. There is a little give, so if your item weighs, 10 ounces, don't put that it weighs 1 to 3 ounces because you're probably going to get dinged for that. But if your item weighs a pound and you accidentally put like 12 to 15 ounces, usually it doesn't matter, it goes through. But shipping's super easy. We love shipping on Whatnot. It's so simple to ship out. That whole show took us about an hour. Not bad at all. So. Yeah, I don't know who's complaining about it. I don't know what their complaints are. I'd like to hear them, but I don't have any issues with it. Does freight kill you on pallets? It depends. I have to figure out how that's going to all work. That's going to be a completely new experience to me because we don't have a warehouse. So as soon as they drop the pallet down, usually that's an extra pay, extra charge, things like that. So it's going to be all new to me. So I'll share with you guys as I'm doing pallets how it's working and everything. How are you going to account for your Whatnot slowdown you had this year? Selling new with tag items. I think new with tag is completely different. Yeah, if we can get pallets at a certain price point and start the auctions at a certain price, there's no way to lose. That's the key. If you buy your items for $7 a unit and you start your auctions at $10 and you sell everything in that show because everything in that show is worth more than $10. It does better. Also, I found that doing a curated show helps sales. So if I do an all North Face show or all Patagonia show, my items sell for a lot more than if I just did a random Patagonia item in a random pull show. Like for example, Sunday night, we had a Patagonia down jacket that went for like 58 or 60 bucks or something like that. That same Patagonia jacket would have went for over 100 in the Patagonia show if I would have put it in the Patagonia show. So I'm learning as I go, like curate it. If I get a whole pallet of Nike and I make the show title all new with tag Nike, all the Nike people that like Nike come into the show. So yeah, you get better prices if you have all the same items. The dog, yes, the doggy's in the background. Ladybug. Ladybug. The people want to see you. You can't really see her up there. You see the puppy? Hey, come up here. There you are. Come up here. Yeah, you gonna go get mommy's food? Go get mommy's food. Go steal from mommy. I think the shipping issues are scummy sellers. It's big in the trading card. They are purposely leave out good pools. Oh yeah. We're not doing anything trading card. I can see that. That's more scammy. That's not shipping. That's just people scamming because they get a good pool and they keep it. Yeah, that bearded thrifter guy. He always takes all my good Pokemon cards. No, I'm just kidding. I never get a good one off of his show. Next up, Polo Ralph Lauren, another one. Paid $3.21 for this. This one sold for $18.74 over on eBay. All these are plus shipping, by the way, so I don't pay shipping. So good little sale right there. Little bread and butter sale. I thought you were calling me. I'm Ladybug on one. Oh, okay. No, that's her name is Lady, but we call her Ladybug. We call her Ladybug. See, she heard her name again. She's coming back. She's like, "What, you got food for me? You got food for me in here?" Nope, no food for you. 9 ounces, $5.26 is what we're shipping this for. Nice, easy shipping. Does Serves have that cognac bottle? Does Serves? I saw like very like small bit of that video, and I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know. I do have a cognac bottle though. I got a cognac bottle. I think it was when my mom passed, and one of my buddies came over with a bottle of cognac, and he gave it to me. But it's like a newer one. It's not an older one. And I only took a few sips of it. It tastes like gasoline. But yeah, I still have it. It's still sitting up on the shelf. Next up, Polo Ralph Lauren. These are men's shorts. Picked these up for $20, and these sold for $33.74. Again, I had these listed for around $50, but I have that 25% off sale. Plus, I'm sending out 10% on offers too. I grew up with a dog named Lady. Let's go. Lady's a good dog name. All right, that one's shipping out. Again, lots of little bread and butter sales. There's nothing really too big that sold yesterday. It's just all stuff that I'm kind of clearing out. Do you think more sellers will continue to transition to live selling? I think so. Gary V, what's up, Chris? Gary V just put out a post because he's starting to get into live selling, and he's like, live selling is the new thing. Like, And usually when Gary Vee talks about something with socials and that it's going to take off, it usually does. Like he talked about TikTok, and how TikTok was going to take off, and TikTok was the way you need to grow your business and all this. The businesses at first were like, no way. And now they're doing it. Somebody that's on Whatnot right now that I see doing really, really well that wasn't on Whatnot just a few months ago is Cool Kicks. Cool Kicks is a YouTube channel. They do sneaker buyouts. Like they have a whole sneaker store. People come in, sell their sneakers to them. They recently just started doing Whatnot, and now they're like almost full Whatnot. Like they're on Whatnot all day long. Every night they have like 1,000 viewers because they're able to hook their Whatnot up to their YouTube where they have millions of followers. So they're funneling people into their business through Whatnot, giving them $15 off, being able to convert these sales and move their inventory fast. And the best thing about Whatnot, if you don't know, once you sell 1,000 items or sell $10,000 worth of inventory, you get automatic payouts, literally automatic. So this is why consignment works so well on Whatnot, and it wouldn't work well on eBay for us, because I'm able to sell an item on Whatnot and pay the person out completely the very next day. Like all of my consigners from this weekend are already all paid out. Whereas eBay, what I would have to do consignment, this is what most people do, is you have the item come in, you list it on eBay, you wait a month for that item to sell, and then you have to wait 90 days before you get paid out for that item, because you have to wait until the return window is closed. So whatever your return window is, if it's 30 days or 90 days, you have to wait that before you pay the consigner out. Because if you pay the consigner out and the item gets returned to you, then you got to ask the consigner for the money back. So you got to wait till that return window goes out. With Whatnot, you don't have to worry about that. There is no returns. As long as the item is in the condition that you sold it in, there is no returns on Whatnot, and you get the money out the next day. So it's so good for consignment. That's why we brought that consignment piece over to Whatnot. Do you sell all the shoes from that wall? Did you sell all the shoes from that wall or move them to garage? The shoes on the wall behind me, we sell them on Whatnot. We just run them. I'm not listing any more shoes on eBay. If I find good shoes, I'm just going to run them on Whatnot. Even though I'm not going to get as much on Whatnot as I can on eBay, it's just easier for me. Next up, these are BKE Jake jeans. Pick these up for $7.47. Again, I have that 25% off sale. These only sold for $16.86. These were just listed too. I probably shouldn't have put them on sale, but I just put everything on sale. I was like, you know what? I just put everything. Get some stuff going. Cool Kicks crushes it. They do. They destroy it. They sold a pair of shoes. I was on there for like a couple minutes yesterday, and they sold a pair of shoes for like $3,500. One pair of shoes. It was a pair of off-white Chicago's. The only thing I hate is, I don't hate this, and I don't hate them, but I hate when sellers, especially shoe sellers, I don't know why it's always with the shoe sellers. They're like, they'll sell an item, and it's every item you're stealing from them. You just stole that from me. You just stole that from me. You just got that so cheap. You stole that from me. It's like, no, you're not getting that stolen from you. Because if that was your business model and everything you were losing money on, like every item they say, oh, we just lost money on that. It's like, if you really just lost money on that and you lost money on every item you run on the show, you wouldn't be doing Whatnot shows. You would be selling those in store. Like, people understand that you got that item for less than you just sold it for. So stop saying it was stolen. Like, I get it every once in a while, like in our shows, I'll be like, damn, that was a steal, because you got it for a really cheap price. Like, we sold the Barefoot Dreams for like $9 the other day. Usually we sell those for over $20. I was like, man, that's a steal. But I don't say that on every single item. Like, you just stole that from me. You just stole that from me. Because they're trying to get the prices up. That's what they're trying to do, psychologically. BioPerquin, brand new with tag, shorts. Pick these up for $59 at TJ Maxx. Again, 25% off sale. These sold for $84.36. You do flash shipping on eBay? I do calculated. Everything's calculated. And then they yell at the screen, run it up, run it up. Yes, I know. It's every single shoe seller. They all do the same thing. Every one of them. I don't think there's a shoe seller that sells like us and that just runs a good show and just, has fun with the chat and doesn't go, oh my God, you just stole that from me. I get it. I know why they're doing it, because they're trying to, amp up the crowd and get them to spend more money. It makes a lot of sense, but like every one of them sells exactly the same way. Every one of them. There's no difference in them. All right, that one's shipped. I guess that's what the shoe crowd wants, though. They want to be screamed at a little bit. You guys don't want to be screamed at. That's why we don't scream at you. Maybe you should start screaming at you. Someone go get crazy. They'll be like, at least buy me dinner before you. Yeah. 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 3374. All right, these are a pair of Levi's. I paid $803 for these. Again, these were on 25% off sale. These sold for $16.86. They are so aggressive and negative. Yes, they can be. There's a lot of really negative sellers. Again, that might just be their aesthetic on their show. Like they're just like, you know, those people that go to that restaurant just to get yelled at. There's that one restaurant where like the waiters are allowed to yell at you. Maybe that's what they like. Maybe that's what their customers like. But then other customers just want to have a good time shopping, have some laughs, talk about real life stuff. I think that's what you guys want. It seems Poshmark is horrible to sell on. People want everything basically for $2. There's one lady that we shop. She goes to the same thrift store that we shop at, and she does really, really well on Poshmark. I don't know her handle, but she does plus size clothing. She says she kills it on Poshmark. So I think once you build the crowd, the prices will go up. After our big shows, we've had a couple people reach out to us and be like, you know, I'm interested in selling on Whatnot. I want to do consignment. Like, how do I get that set up? And I'm like, first off, run 15 to 20 of your own shows before you ever touch consignment, because your prices are going to be at the bottom, and you're slowly going to have to build those up. You're going to have to build your crowd. If you immediately start with people and you start consigning their items, your consigners are going to run away because you're not going to get enough money for the items that are being consigned. That's why our shows do so good. I cherry pick consignment. There's 2 people this morning that sent me 50 items to consign. I could have taken all those items and I could have ran them on Whatnot. I could have made a profit on that because I have no money invested. But I only picked 8 of those 50 items. They were all good stuff. I passed on things like Carbon to Cobalt. I passed on things like Ralph Lauren because I only wanted the best stuff for the Whatnot shows. And other people are getting consignment orders where they're taking everything, and it's hurting their shows because they're only bringing more junk than they are high-end stuff. The high-end stuff, I want all high-end stuff because that means the prices are going to go up, and you know, I'm going to get those customers coming to my show that want to spend a little bit more because they know the quality of the items that I'm selling. So, yeah. And again, people selling things for $2 is because you built your shows off of selling You got mids, a lot of low end stuff, and you got a couple high end pieces to draw people in. I would start increasing your inventory and putting in better inventory, and possibly losing money on the first few shows, first 10 to 15 shows. We didn't make much money at all, but now we're making good money because we've built that audience. We gave stuff away. We gave huge giveaways away to bring the crowds in. And now that we have the crowds, now we're able to expand on that and bring in better stuff. So that's what I would say. Selling bagpipes, yeah, everybody always says that. It's my Dymo. How's it going today? It's going good, Motion. What's happening with the Kuji sweaters? Are they listed somewhere? No, those are my personal Kujis. I actually sold one on Whatnot. It was a Tundra this weekend. So go follow me there. You never know when I'm going to run a Kuji sweater. I have like 15 that I can run at any time. Thanks for all the phenomenal best ways to learn and negative Whatnot. Please. Appreciate you, Susie. Wow, you look much skinnier. Yes. No. Not on day 3. Is it better to do lives on Poshmark? I don't know. I've never done a Posh live. Never. Ralph Lauren isn't high. No. Basic Ralph Lauren pieces only sell for $22 on eBay, tops. So if we run those on Whatnot, you should expect to sell those between $8 to maybe $12. So what are the best names to sell? High-end, well-known brands that sell for $35 or more on eBay. That's usually what we try to take in for Whatnot. Speaking of Polo Ralph Lauren, something that would usually do good on a Whatnot show is this brand new Polo Ralph Lauren beanie. Pick this up. I believe we paid $20 for this at a store, and it sold for $52.49. I don't have the price I paid in there for some reason though. So all your shipping is calculated, and you just offer advantage. Some distances may be cheaper to go priority. You offer both. I only offer calculated ground. I don't think in any circumstance it would be cheaper to offer priority shipping on anything that's calculated ground. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but priority is always more expensive. if you just do regular priority. Now, if you do a padded flat rate and you're able to ship a pair of jeans for the padded flat rate price, then yes, but that's a flat rate package. That's different than charging regular priority. Regular priority should always be more expensive than ground because priority goes through the air, which is more expensive. Ground stays on the ground, it does not go through the air. So you sell on eBay, I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, Whatnot, Jamble. You turn off auto posture discounts when you run a % off. I didn't because I was just trying to clear some stuff out, but you can curate that to however you want your sale to be run. So I do still have 10% on offers being sent, even though my stuff is 25% off because I'm trying to clear out a bunch of stuff. Like I said, in the new year, we're probably going to auction a bunch of that stuff off. So if I can just sell it on eBay beforehand, I'll probably end up getting more money for that stuff. What size poly mailers do you use? These are the 11 by 13, I believe. If you go to GyroPack, I have a link in my pin post, Sandy. If you go to my link tree in my pin post, or it's on this video too, I believe it's linked on this video. Go there and click on the GyroPack link, and you get 10% off your first purchase with my code. It's cheaper to buy on the actual website than buy anywhere else. Yeah, USPS has deliberately priced out a priority. Yes, it's always usually more expensive. That's why I was confused about that statement. It's almost 99.9% of the time more expensive. Next up, Polar Ralph Lauren shirt. We paid $10.70 for this one. It is brand new with tags. We got it at the thrift store, and it sold for $26.24. By the way, Surfs, if you're still here, another one. Another one. Another one. Do you ever use UPS Ground Saver? I don't. I don't, except if I ship on Mercari. Don't unless I ship on Mercari. I know you took what were your plans for this coming year? What's up, Joy? What are my plans for this year? My plans for this year is we are going to sell more on Whatnot. I'm thinking about doing smaller shows though. Like I was talking earlier with the chat about this. I'm probably going to do like smaller weekday shows, like 50 item shows, and just bring like really good stuff, run 50 items, and call it a day, like a 45-minute show. And maybe do those 2 to 3 times a week, and I might even do those myself. So Kayla doesn't have to do that because she has to wake up early with the kiddos. So if I start them at 8:30, I can run the show, and then I can ship the show right afterwards. And I think that'll work really good. So little 50-item shows here and there. I think we're going to morph our business to work well. Something that people haven't thought about, and I've been thinking about a lot, is making our business so it works well with eBay and well with Whatnot. So that's what I was talking about earlier with racking all of my items. Again, we live in a smaller house, so we'll have to clear out a lot of stuff. But if I can go shopping and I can buy 20 items and I can run a Whatnot and show off those 20 items, and let's say my average buy cost is $6 a unit, but I run those items at $20 on Whatnot, that's still cheaper than eBay prices because I usually would sell those for around 30 or 35 on eBay, let's say. I run them for 20 on Whatnot, I sell half of that inventory, and then I rack the rest of it. Mom comes in the next day, she lists all those 10 items that are left over, and she puts them back on the rack. And now when those items sell, instead of getting them out of bins, we're getting them off the rack and then packing them up. And then I take them off of my Whatnot if they sell on eBay. So I'm able to sell both on eBay and on Whatnot the same exact items. I'm able to liquidate fast on Whatnot while I'm able to get full price on eBay while keeping those items listed on both platforms, if that makes sense. And I'll literally just run shows during the day. I'll have like 500 items racked, and I'll go, hey, name your size in the chat. I got all kinds of stuff. I got sweaters, I got short sleeves, I got long sleeves, I got everything in these sizes. Let me know what you want. Somebody goes, hey, you got a North Face jacket in a size large. Yes, I got 3 of them. Here's the 3 that I currently have listed. Boom, boom, boom. Show all 3, sell 2 of them. Now I take those 2 off eBay. They're sold, and I sold them on Whatnot faster. And then that keeps my sell-through rate super fast, so I can just go out every day and source. And I can also bring in consignment too and do it that way too, is I can have consignment listed, and I can either sell it on the show or I can slowly sell it over time for the consigners. So I think that's going to work. I think that's what we're going to morph our stuff into. I offer ground advantage and padded flat rate, and most of my items, bigger items, I only offer ground. There you go. Yeah, I only offer really ground on like big, like the Christmas houses, I would only offer ground on those. I saw a lot of priority boxes in your shipping. You usually use those coats. Those are for Whatnot. So Whatnot has it set up like Poshmark does, where they ship priority shipping, and you can use any priority boxes except for flat rate unless you offer flat rate shipping to your customers. So I use all the free priority mailboxes. So I actually have it set to, even if they spend over £5 in my show, it still goes in a priority box. So that's why you saw all those, which is really good for us because then we don't have to spend any money on packaging materials except for the bags that we use, which are super duper cheap. I was running a sale, but when Autoposher relisted, it went back to full price. Yeah, because you had your sale set. If you have your sale set to do your whole store and new items that come in to your listing, then it will automatically be discounted. So that's a setting you have to do within eBay to be able to do that. Extra large women's. What about extra large women's? Where in Autoposher do you place your price of goods? To have calculated in your analytics. Good question. Let me bring that up really quick. Good questions today. I like this. We got good questions. We're shipping slow, but we're getting lots of questions answered. Let me bring it over to Autoposher. Let's just do this one really quick. Edit item. Your cost of goods goes right here. So when you're cross-listing your item, it's right here. So let's say this cost of goods is $8.56 because it's down here in my custom SKU. I put $8.56 in there, and then I hit save down here. My computer's running a little slow right now. But you hit save, and then when your item sells, your cost of goods will automatically go into your analytics. You don't have to like add it in after. I usually just add it in after. I'm not really paying attention to analytics right now until the new year, and then I'll focus more on analytics. It seems like so much to learn. I only put 8 items on Poshmark and it didn't sell yet, and I just got discouraged. It's because you only had 8 items. If you walk If you walk into Walmart and you're looking for bread, but Walmart only has 8 items on the shelf in the entire store, the bread section is empty. How are you going to buy anything from that Walmart? Probably not. You have 8 items. You walk into an empty Walmart with only 8 items on the shelf. Just think of a Walmart with only 8 items. There's like a candy bar here. There's like a towel in the other section. There's like a thing of batteries in the back. Only 8 items. If you expect to sell all 8 of those items in, I don't know, a week, it's just not going to happen. Right now I have 2,000. Let me see. I have 2,000. Let me see. 2,643 items listed. I sold 16 items yesterday on eBay. To give you an idea. So yeah, I'm a dinosaur with tech. Be patient and you'll learn. Yes, don't get discouraged. Just start building. You got to slowly build over time. You're not gonna have sales like we have next week. It's gonna take you time to get there. All right, let's ship out the next item. We got some Mavi jeans. I don't really pick these up anymore, so this is definitely an older listing. I don't even have the price we paid for these in there because it's so old, but sold for $15.15. I see Renzi posting how much he makes, but he doesn't mention what his actual profit. He does. He says his margins. He talks about his margins usually. So usually his margins would be his profit. I'm assuming that's after his employee spend and all that stuff, but I think he runs on 20 to 30% margins on his items that he sells. I actually know where he gets his items too. And I've thought about doing shows like his, but I don't know if I want to build that kind of crowd. I have to think about it. But yes, he's making good money. Trust me. If he hits his $2 million goal this year and he's working on 20 to 30% margins, that means he made $400,000 to $600,000 this year selling items on Whatnot. That's really good. Again, if that's before his employee spend, then obviously he has employee spend after that, but it won't be that much. He's making really good money. He's doing work over there. Can't say anything bad about Renzi. I think Renzi is a great dude, and he knows his stuff. He's very, very smart. He's somebody that if you're looking at a business model, his business model should be something that you're looking towards becoming. Like when I mentioned that on my post the other day when I said, I know people look up to us, but I'm also looking up to other people at the same exact time, and I'm seeing their business, and I'm like, hey, I want to be like them. He's one of those people that I'm looking up to. That's such a loaded question. If those are bad items, you may die. Yep, 100%, Nick. I agree. With the 8 items in your store, you also need to be focusing on sell-through rate. So look at how many are listed versus how many are sold. 99.9% of the time, if it's your first 8 items, you have no clue what sell-through rate is, and you're probably listing stuff that probably will never sell. And that's just the honest truth. You're going to have to discount those until they do sell. Next up, little Ralph Lauren shirt, paid $5.33. That's just sold for $17.24. A little light sale. What's the app you use to post one item and it goes to everything? It's called Autoposher. I have it linked in my bio. If you use code KWayShop on autoposher.com when you sign up, you get 15% off your first month. There's also a 7-day free trial. But I will say this, pretty she is, if you only have 8 items listed, there should be no reason you're on Autoposher. You need to have like 100 to 200 items listed before you ever think about even paying for Autoposher at all. That's what I would say. Because you're not going to be able to make enough money back for the subscription fee just having 8 items listed. Just doesn't make any sense. I could easily just tell you to sign up and, get your code and make money off you, but it doesn't make any sense for you. I wouldn't want to do that to you. Is that the line of cost of goods? No, that line of cost of goods on Autoposher is only visible to you, and then in the custom SKU, that's also only visible to you. I had jackets all on Poshmark after being listed for 2 years. Yeah, there's a bad pickup, but those do sell for me too. I get older listings that sell. Yeah, you're like, that's actually sometimes the best sales. You're like, yes, finally got rid of that thing, even though I made no money on it. Page men's jeans, picked these up for $6.68, and these sold for $22.49 plus shipping. I was charged insertion fees on eBay this month. I'm not sure why I was charged this month for the first time. Do you know why that might be? Do you have a store subscription? If you don't have a store subscription, it's probably because you're over the listing limit. Every month your listings renew. So I believe they give you 250 for free. Let's say you have 260 items listed and you don't list anything for the next month. You will still get charged for 10 insertion fees because those items renew every single month. So it's not just you get 250 listings for free and then you can list another 250 so you have 500. No, now if you have 500 listed, you're going to get 250 insertion fees hit on your account unless those items sell during that month. So hopefully that helps. That's so much pictures to take. I should get someone to take pictures for me. No, I think you should take the pictures yourself when you first start. Until you learn the business, you should never pay for an employee to do work for you. Because you're going to be picking up items that just don't sell. You need to learn that part first. I would not suggest to pay for somebody. If you're taking pictures of clothing, it's only 5 to 6 pictures you need to take to get an item to sell. Hang on a second, chat. I need to get another roll. Had to get another Dymo roll. But yeah, you should not, you should go to a store. Do you go to stores like Ross and TJ Maxx flip items? Yes. But to go back to your point, you should not be paying paying people to take pictures of your items until you get to the point where you're actually making good enough money to pay those people. Unless you make a lot of money in your job and you're like, hey, I got extra money to spend. I usually sign up Autoposher last week. Doubled my sales so far. Let's go. Doubled your sales with Autoposher. I'm telling you guys, best cross-lister. It's the best sales analytics tool. It's the best share bot. I was talking to somebody, I'm not going to mention who it was. They were trying to convince me that Vendoo is better than Autoposher. I said, explain to me how Vendoo is better than Autoposher. And they said, I said, it doesn't have a share bot. It doesn't have delist, relist automatically on all 4 platforms. And there's something else it doesn't have. I can't remember the last point that I made. But yeah, it doesn't have all those features. And they said, well, it sells, you can cross-list to more platforms. And they said the cross-listing is easier. I said, no, it's not. I've talked to people that said that their auto sales detection doesn't work on Vendoo every once in a while. Actually, they'll sell something twice because Vendoo forgot to pull the item down for them. And then they said, well, you can sell on more platforms. You can cross-list to more platforms. I said, cool. How many of those platforms that do you cross-list to that you can't cross-list on Autoposher? And they said, well, I don't use any of the other ones. I was like, well, you could just use Autoposher. It's better, and you just cross-list to the same places. Autoposher is better than Vendoo. The only reason it wouldn't be is if you're selling on, another site and you need to cross-list to it. That's the only reason. Autoposher has everything else, plus it has a share bot. The fact that Vendoo does not have a share tool for Poshmark is like automatically is worse. Like you can't share. You have to buy another service to share your closet. It's crazy. Mercari is the slowest platform. Yes, my slowest platform too. Listen to what this man is saying. He's telling you the truth. 100%. Definitely about Vendoo. Next up, we got a pair of Grayson. These are like Sherpa shorts. Pick these up for $24 over at TJ Maxx. Again, 25% off sale. These sold for $45 plus shipping. And we're gonna throw this in. I actually gotta speed up shipping because we gotta go to Best Buy and look for a computer. That's what we need to do. So I gotta ship these last few items. I actually have one more item, and the other two I gotta go find after the shipping live. Oh, Kayla has it back here. Never mind. I can ship it out. All right, this one ship out for 10 ounces. It actually sold this morning. 10 ounces, $5.26. And it's shipped. All right, pair of jeans sold. These are really good. These always sell this time of year. The jeans are LL Bean flannel line jeans. We just listed these the other day. Again, these were on a 25% off sale. I probably shouldn't have put them on 25% off sale, but they still sold really quick. $4.28 for LL Bean jeans, flannel lined, and they sold for $18.74 plus shipping. So I bought brands like Jones New York, bad. Angel Forever Young, bad. Soho is bad. Rue 21 is bad. Ann Taylor is bad. Those are all bad. So again, don't pay for somebody to list your inventory until you figure out what brands are good. If you go look those up, Pretty She Is on eBay. Go look up Ann Taylor, whatever you have. Let's say it's an Ann Taylor blouse. Filter for pre-owned. See how many are pre-owned listed. Next to pre-owned, it's going to have a number. And then filter for sold, and then go back to pre-owned. Actually, I'll do it on here. I'll show you. Costco has better price on computers, by the way. I don't have a Costco membership, though. I think we used to, but we stopped. Otherwise, I would. Go get a Costco membership. It's for my daughter, so we don't really need a crazy computer. But I heard Mom said Best Buy was doing like a crazy good discount. Even Eddie Bauer. Yes, Eddie Bauer's not the best. I have an Eddie Bauer item going out, but I'll show you what it is. So it took me a bit to transfer from Flip to Autoposher because the cost difference. Autoposher is expensive, but it really pays off. Yeah, well, there's a reason. Like, there's a reason why a McDonald's burger is cheaper than a Five Guys burger, and that's cheaper than like a big high-end restaurant's burger, right? Because you're getting better quality. So obviously with better quality, it comes with a higher charge. Let's look this up. What do we say? Ann Taylor. Oh, I don't want to go to my orders. Let's not go to my orders. Okay, sharing my view right now with you guys. What did I say? Ann Taylor. Let's say Ann Taylor dress. Let's just put in Ann Taylor dress. All right, we're going to go to the side right here. We're going to filter for pre-owned. There's currently 48,158 listed in pre-owned condition, right? And then we're going to come down to sold. So remember that number, 484. Oh, somebody just sold one. 48157. And sold, there's only 2,592. 2592. So let's just round those up. 14,000. Actually, what is it? Sold divided by listed, right? 2,500 divided by 14,000 gets you a 17% sell-through rate. Basically, let's just round that up to 20% just for easy numbers. So that would tell you that an Ann Taylor dress, if you listed at market price, you have to go through and see what they're actually selling for, would take you it would take you a year and 3 months to sell. If you bought it and you sold it at market price, you should expect that dress to sell in a year and 3 months. Now, if you niche that down and there was like a special dress, like an Ann Taylor, like special edition dress, then yes, you could niche that down. It might have a better sell-through rate. But all in all, Ann Taylor dresses should take you a year and 3 months to sell. That's how you figure that out. The sell-through is every 90 days. So 2,500 sells every 90 days. So you multiply 90, since it's 20%, by 5. That's how you get a year and 3 months. A year and 90 days to sell. Not a good pickup. Even if you sell it at market, it looks like market prices on most of these are like 20 bucks. So if you invested $5 into something to sell it for 20 bucks, a year and 4 months from now, or 3 months from now, is that really a good investment? No, that's a horrible investment. Now, if that dress sold for like $3,000 and you only pay $5 for it, then maybe you wait that long for that $3,000 payout. But to be honest, I wouldn't wait that long for a $3,000 payout either. I'd probably just, sell it a lot cheaper. Value in all brands when it comes to reselling. So many good brands in the retail space are worthless. Yes. So many, like Nike and Adidas. A lot of people are like, why are you passing on Nike and Adidas? And it's like, because they don't sell. They just don't. There's certain pieces that will sell well, but a basic pair of Nike shorts, unless you're buying them from the bins and selling them for like $10, they're not worth it. So I bought a jacket for $4. Yeah, if you look up that jacket, it's probably going to be a similar sell-through rate because usually brands are pretty similar on sell-through. All right, I'm going to pack this up after live. I actually have 2 other orders too that I got to grab. I sold a FootJoy men's polo for $22.49. I sold a Brooks Brothers relaxed fit shirt for $15.51. And then I sold this Eddie Bauer jacket. This Eddie Bauer down jacket. Speaking of Eddie Bauer, this is a down jacket, so this is more expensive of Eddie Bauer, and it's still only sold for $25. I had it picked it up for $5.34, so not even a huge sale on that one, but the buyer did pay shipping, so that's how that worked out. What names do sell? My eBay store is linked in my pin post. Go to my eBay store, look at everything I have listed, and then look at everything I have sold. You can filter for sold just like I did on my own eBay store, and you can see all my sales for the last 90 days. I currently have $29,692 worth of items sold in the last 90 days. So you have all those items to review. So that'll give you a better idea of what's currently selling. Chaps is not a good brand either. That's why you should never pay somebody to list your inventory, because right now you're picking up stuff that doesn't sell. You need to learn how to look up sell-through rate. When you're in the store, you need to look up the items that you're picking up. You need to look them up, filter for used, filter for sold, see how many are listed versus how many are sold. Because you are just picking up brands just because you've heard of the brand before. That doesn't make any sense at all, because I've heard of all the brands in the thrift store, right? That doesn't mean I should go pick up every single brand on the shelf just because I've heard of it before. You need to be looking up what's listed versus what's sold. Otherwise, it's just, you're going to have a bunch of inventory just sitting around forever. All right, I'm going to head off. I appreciate you guys hanging out during this live. I'll be live probably tomorrow shipping out orders unless we go thrifting in the morning. And then Thursday is going to be a live thrift. So Pretty She Is. Come to the live thrift Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go to a thrift store. I'm going to show you all the items I pick up live. I'm going to show you all the items I pass on live. I also have those videos posted to my Facebook. If you scroll through on my lives, you'll see a couple of those posted too, or go to my YouTube channel. Those are posted there too. Announcements for this week. Again, Whatnot Show on Saturday, so go bookmark it if you haven't signed up. There is a link tree in my bio. You sign up through that link and you'll get $15 absolutely free to spend on the site. And then on Sunday night, we're going to do an all giveaway show, so make sure you bookmark that show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to fill that show with some crazy good giveaways. So just to say thanks for always hanging out with us and supporting. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.